Welcome back, traders, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at Greedent in the Great League, paired up with Mawile, Shadow of course, as well as Shiny Wigglytuff. Now, I was talking about how I wanted to pair up Shadow Mawile with Wigglytuff, and man, what an absolute fantastic run I did have yesterday. These were going to be battles I did do then. I didn't upload this video because, well, there's just some news that we just had to cover. Alright, so with that said, this Pokemon, let's just say it straight up before we, get deep into this video, it's an absolute amazing Pokemon for sure. Now, I'm gonna have to say this, unfortunately for the Phalanx, it just didn't have the matchups, the lineups, the Pokemon to go up against. They were in the back, and if it was to get these alignments good, its performance would have been a lot better than it was in that video that we did upload. So it's a little unfortunate for it, but the Greedents here had the stars aligned for it perfectly. Not only that, it's just a good Pokemon. You got Bullet Seed, Body Slam, and Crunch. So Mawile, when I do lead it, I have to look out for Swamperts, Jellicents, maybe even Alolan Marowak. So not maybe, absolutely have to look out for that. And Greedent's going to be able to cover those weaknesses. Now, if you're looking at this team like a little bit weak to fire here, absolutely, but we can still handle those things. Wigglytuff's charm is just disgusting anyways. Mawile doesn't really want to see a fire type user whatsoever, but Greedent can handle them to some degree with that Body Slam, as well as Bullet Seed, charging up that energy extremely fast. Of course, Bullet Seed's not very effective to them, but hey, it works. So going up against an Azumarill as well, with the Greedent, very nice. That Bullet Seed really does start to add up. Body Slam spam, and it's just a good Pokemon. I love it. So it's not only a cute looking thing, but it works fantastic in the Great League. So did you see my IVs in the beginning? They are pretty good, I suppose. Not like the best product you can get, but I just went with what I had. So with that said, definitely something you want to invest in. It's very cheap for that secondary move. 10,000 Stardust, so it's not much at all. It's not going to cost you too much to power one up if you get a good CP within that range. And that's pretty much it. Let's go ahead and hop into these battles here. I'll have other things to say as we do go through the video here. So up against a Scrafty, we're just going to go ahead and charm it out. In comes that Hypno. And now basically what we need to do is, I think we do shield this up. Yeah, just so we can do more charm damage here. Get the shield. Greedent's going to be able to come in here and just Body Slam it. And we'll be able to handle that. So they're throwing their energy here. Fantastic. Let's see if we're going to be able to get to a charge move. I wasn't looking. Oh yeah, we got plenty of energy. That's a Shadow Hypno. Yeah, we didn't go for Crunch, and I'm just hoping this is going to be enough here, and it is, to take out that Shadow Hypno. Greedent taking the win. All right, let's keep it moving here, folks. If you do enjoy my videos, please give it a thumbs up. It really does help me out. We're met with a Ferrothorn. Fantastic lead. Now here's your Fire type. Let's go. Let's see how this works out. We have Crunch. They can't hit us with a Ghost move. They can, but it's not going to be doing much. I think the only saving grace that the Alolan Marowak is going to have at this point is if it has Fire Blast. Bone Club, as you can see, is that neutral ground damage that is not even getting stab, and it's doing barely anything at all. So we're going for a Crunch, almost taking them out. Unfortunately not, but it's okay. We're going to be able to get a little bit of farm here as they hit us with another Bone Club, doing hardly any damage. Great. So we got the threat out of the way. The Mawile as well as the Wigglytuff do not want to see that. So at this point, we're doing extra damage and we're looking fantastic. I guess we could, if they have a Steel type in the back, that'd be crazy because they have something weak to fire, extremely weak to fire in the front. So we'll just see how that does play out here. Gonna go ahead and let that Power Whip go through, no problem. They already know we're gonna be bringing in that Mawile, so we instantly go into Wigglytuff here. And we have two shields. And I don't even think I may throw a charge move. But at this point, the way I'm going to be winning is just simply quick moving down. I threw this just in case. I don't know. I just thought, what the heck, let's just go ahead and do that. Get a shield. Who knows if the situation might get desperate here, but I highly doubt it. Letting that Play Rough go through, charming away and getting it out of here. And in comes the Ferrothorn. Now, as you can see, the reason why I don't even need to do any charge moves at this point is because our Fire Fang is going to be doing so much damage. We didn't even need to get off that Play Rough. And we take the win there. Looking good. Alrighty, let's keep it moving into the next battle. Leading with Shadow Mawile the entire time. And like I said, the leads were absolutely phenomenal. So here we go up against a Galvantula. We love to see this here. Discharge is going to hurt. We're going to go ahead and let this go through. It is a lunge, not very effective, lowering our attack. But we're winning this battle without having to use a shield. But at the expense of having less attack. In comes Diggersby. We're going to go ahead and go Iron Head here just to do a good chunk of damage to it. And there it goes. We could have went Power Up Punch, I suppose, but we'll just go ahead and do that now. I do believe I was thinking I should have maybe swapped at this point because that thing got a lot of farm. Sure, we bring it into the low yellow, but still, it's got a lot of energy. We're going to go ahead and bring in Greedent here to just kind of absorb everything they're going to throw at us because this thing is pretty tanky and it is very nice. Tankiness mixed with spamminess is absolutely amazing. Blocking that Earthquake, good call on my end. They're going to be swapping into Deoxys to catch a Body Slam. That was well played there instead of a Crunch, you know? So good on them. We're going to go ahead and go for a Crunch now. They're doing super effective damage with the Crunch. Now, something I didn't mention between the Greedent and Diggersby, I actually was thinking about that battle because they're both kind of a similar looking thing, you know? Looking like, except for Diggersby is going to be part ground. I just thought that was kind of a funny battle. So Wigglytuff is just charming away here, taking out the Deoxys. In comes the Diggersby. We're just going to go ahead and get that shield here so that we can go in and finish. Actually, you know what? We're just going to charm away, right? And yeah, looking good. We still had a Pokemon in the back, so we take the win there. On to our next opponent. We're going to be met with another Ferrothorn. Are you kidding me? Let's freaking go. All right, so they're going to be swapping into a Sableye. We're going to go ahead and bring in Wigglytuff. Rock, paper, scissors. This is your esport right here. I mean, how is somebody supposed to win that? All right, it's not like they had a horrible team comp. It was just the matchup, the lineup. So they straight got hard countered by Fire Fang Mawile, and then Wigglytuff straight hard countered the Sableye. So it's just like, and then they got off returns to lower my health just enough to they can't get too much farm. Although they got a pretty good amount there, but it doesn't really matter because look at their health. One Fire Fang, they're swapping. We're gonna go into Greedent, and this is a GG's. I mean, I'm not trying to discredit this opponent, not by any measures. As that's on the contrary, I'm trying to show you that. I mean, how is somebody supposed to pull back from something like this? I guess this right here is not necessarily the hardest counter to a Azumarill or anything like that, but they've been put in a very hard spot with the counter in the lead, the counter in the middle, and now they have to, you know, really work against this situation here. But, you know, hey, that's just what I think here. So anyways, we're just going to go for a Body Slam and just eat away. So here's that Azumarill matchup. As you can see, it's really nice. They're going for a Play Rough, okay? And we're taking that quite easily. This Body Slam spam, they're going to be catching it with their Ferrothorn. Very nice. Okay. Nice catch. And we're going to go ahead and swap into Mawile to just absorb this while holding on to the shield still. It's going to be a Mirror Shot. Neutral damage. In comes the Azumarill. Now, at this point, I get a little silly. I go for Iron Head, and it was kind of really unnecessary. I could have just went Power Up Punch. But at the same time, I guess just go Iron Head just to finish it off because, yeah, Power Punch would have done hardly anything. So we're taking the win. Looking good. Fantastic. So this was going to be my first sets here, and I was actually able to get a 5-0 with Greedent, my first time ever using it, and this team as well. So let's get it. I know the leads were great, but hey, that's what happens, right? All right, into the next battle. We're met with another great lead. Alolan Ninetales, let's go. They're going to be swapping into Swampert. We're going to go right into Greedent with that Bullet Seed, doing a lot of damage to that water and ground type here. We're going to go ahead and shield up this first Hydro Cannon. Not that we needed to, but I wanted to kind of keep a good amount of health on it, seeing that we can also take on the Alolan Ninetales with this Greedent here. So I'm feeling pretty comfortable holding on to that health while doing a bunch of damage with the Bullet Seed. I almost feel like I can farm down at this point. Yeah, we're going to. Look at that. Okay, Greedent, put it in that freaking work. I love this thing. All right, so they came back in here with the Alolan Ninetales. We're just going to go ahead and just spam them with the Body Slam. Let's go. Body Slam, spam, time. Going for another one, getting the shield out of them, and then going for another Body Slam. The thing has Charm, so it's not really going to be able to charge up fast, the Ninetales. But they are going to be able to chunk away. They have a Umbreon in the back when we swap into Mawile. Mawile does counter it because of its fairy typing. You're going to be way better off with Play Rough going up against it. It's going to be kind of a tight situation when you're playing with your Shadow Mawile. Even if you go Power Up Punch, it's because Mawile is so stinking squishy and, well, Umbreon is a tank, even if it's taking super effective. But it would be a little different if you have Play Rough and landed it. But it does take forever to actually build up the energy to get it off. So we're going to be landing that Iron Head, doing a lot of damage. Shieldless, looking good. In comes Ninetales. And, well, they're going to take us out here with Charm, or, I mean, Weather Ball. And we're just going to go in here with our Greedent. I kind of wanted to just finish it off with him. I guess I was dragging this battle out. We just go in with Wigglytuff and take the win. Into the next battle here. Let's see. A Jellicent. Perfect. Bad lead. Let's go. Swapping into Wigglytuff because that counters it pretty good. And they're going to be bringing in a Galarian Stunfisk here. So we'll have to figure it out. Let's see how this plays out here because we already know Mawile is going to be able to handle it. But at the same time, taking an Earthquake is going to easily one-shot us. Greedent can go Crunch all the way, I suppose, and we will be having those matchups, and it is not so horrible. And as a matter of fact, it can take those Earthquakes pretty nice as well, the Greedent. So what are we going to do? Go in here with Mawile for sure. We're going to have to use Shield. We do not want to get one-shotted by Earthquake here, so we're going to go ahead and shield this up. Calling it correctly, they swap into Jellicent, and here we go. We have successfully put ourselves on track for success here. Greedent up against the Jellicent is absolutely amazing. If they do have Ice Beam, it's going to be, you know, you kind of have to look out. They're going to be doing some damage, but Shadow Ball, not very effective. Bubble Beam, you know, it's not really doing much. You're lowering your attack, and it's not going to be like a Digger's Bee. You're not part ground. You're just normal. So we're able to take that win with Crunch, no problem, as well as Bullet Seed doing super effective. And now we have a Drapion, so we're just going to go ahead and, you already know, Body Slam, spam that thing to oblivion. We got the Mawile in the back with full health. Sludge Bomb is going to be doing a lot of damage to us if they actually have it. They're going for a Crunch here. And now we're going to go ahead and get off this Body Slam. Just continue the damage. Now at this point, they're going to be able to farm. So we're going to go ahead and swap into our Mawile so they can't farm up. And then they have the Galarian Stunfisk swapping. We're going to go ahead and go for the Power Up Punch before they get off some sort of a Rock Slide here. And unfortunately, they're actually able to get it off. I'm just going to shield this up in case it is an Earthquake. So good thing we called that there. Sludge Bomb is not going to be enough, and our Fire Fang is just doing too much damage. It's going to be able to take out that Drapion. There goes that Sludge, and we take the win. Fantastic. Into the next battle here. What are we going to see? Good lead with a Tropius. All right, Meta Record. You want to see what Meta Record does? Swap into the G-Fisk, and we take the win. Looking good. All right, into the next battle here. All right, we're met with an Umbreon. Oh, okay. This is, you know, this is okay. At the same time, like we discussed, it's not as comfortable as you may think it is. So let's go ahead and see what we do. Foul play. Look at that. Not very effective damage. Doing a lot. So we could have went for this Power Up Punch a little bit sooner to do a little bit more damage accumulation with the Fire Fang after getting our attack up. But I wanted to build the illusion as if we were going for some sort of hard-hitting move. But they did not fall for it. So we're going to go ahead and swap into Wigglytuff. I know. What are you doing? Going into your hard counter. I have to do this right now. So that's what we're going to do. If they swap into a Azumarill, that's a pretty good sign that they, you know, have a Steel type in the back. So let's go. We should be able to maybe pull this back here. So we're going to go straight for the Play Rough, doing some stab damage, but they're going to be shielding it up, and we're just eating them away with Charm. So Greedent could come in here now, and I'm not going to say farm down, but it's going to be able to handle this thing. Unfortunately, the Azumarill is going to be getting a decent amount of farm, and now we can farm down with Greedent at this point, and I think it's going to be within my best interest to do that. I mean, I don't even think we cannot farm down. I mean, at this point, we're just going to basically take it out, yeah? And, oh no, we could got off a Body Slam, but that would have been absolutely foolish. Bringing in a Venusaur, and I do believe that is a Shadow Venusaur. Alright, so we're swapping into Mawile. We're going to instantly go in for Power Punch as they do bring in the Umbreon here, and vamping up our attack. Now I'm thinking, shield this up and then, you know, Fire Fang them down? No. We're just going to let it go. I know that sounds like a good idea, but I'm just going to go ahead and bring in the Greedent here because I wanted it to be the star of the show. And I felt like the Umbreon was just going to spam us with charge moves. So this was the better option to build up our energy so we can spam the Venusaur at the end and just hope that we have, or it's going to do enough damage to actually take it out. So they're going to shield this up. We're going to barely get to the next one here. And I didn't think I was going to be able to pull this off. Greedent, come on, buddy. Oh, pal, old friend. You can do it. And we take out the Venusaur. Absolutely incredible. Let's get it. Alrighty, folks. So I got a lot of threats on my last video that I uploaded where I showed my face. And I was just simply discussing the whole 80 kilometers being returned. I'm completely disgusted with a lot of the community. Of course, not my subscribers or watchers. It's just these sad, pathetic human beings that come over here and start making death threats and getting racist. Oh yeah, yes, they're getting racist over here. Yeah, so much for all these morons out there on Twitter with the whole BLM crap. And then they come over here and they start getting racist when they, you know, when I bring up the points that they absolutely cannot stand. They hate it when people stand up with the truth. And that's exactly what I'm going to continue to do. Screw them. So anyways, here we are up against the Mandibuzz here. And we're just going to go for a body slam. This is great. This is a good situation here. We're just going to keep spamming them. Basically what's going to happen is the Wigglytuff is going to be able to run over this team, but I don't really want to reveal it quite yet. I'm just going to have a little fun with the Greedent, not to mention that we're locked in here anyways. So I'm going to go ahead and keep on doing this here. And just keep on going, and we're looking good. This thing is thick. It could take so many hits. I love it. And I'm going to swap into Mawile and take them out while they have energy. I like that. Looking good. In comes Sableye. We're going to go ahead and just get this off just to do a little bit of damage. And then the Wigglytuff is going to come in and, you already know, charm away to Charmtown. And we bring in Greedent for the... Okay, so the reason why I do this is so I can have them use their energy up here. All right, so no more return and foul play. We don't have to worry about that. And down they go. We take the win. Looking good. Into our next battle here. Let's see what we're going to be met with up against this legend. And it is going to be an Azumarill battle lead for us. Let's see if we can pull ourselves out of this unfortunate situation. Swapping into Greedent here and going for the body slam. Look how fast. I mean, we literally just came in with this thing and it's already at a body slam. I know it's at a ×2 speed, but come on. This thing is amazing. Bullet Seeds, energy gain, crazy. Body slams, energy requirements, beautiful. So we're going for another one. Half health on the Azumarill already. No shields have been used. We're going to go ahead and let this play rough go through. And then they're going to be swapping into a Marowak, which is still perfectly fine for my Greedent here. We love to see it. It does have Fire Spin, so that's a little unfortunate. They're doing neutral damage there, but they're going to have to be forced to pretty much go Bone Club unless they have a Fire move. Yep, there you go. So we're going to go ahead and bait them. I know they don't want that Alola Marowak to go down. Exactly. And we get a shield with Body Slam. Beautiful. And at this point, I'm thinking, could I shield this and go for a crunch? Let's go ahead and give it a shot and see if we can do this. We were already there. It looked like we were halfway for the crunch before we shielded, but we're already there. And then we swap into our Wigglytuff. This is how we handle fighters, folks. Let's go. They're bringing in their Azumarill. They have no more shields, and neither do we. I'm trying to get to that Ice Beam just to do a little bit of extra damage. And they're going for a play rough. At this point, I'm thinking, shoot, let's just farm them down. They're going to be bringing in Marowak. I'm just going to go straight for the play rough and take them out. And then hopefully the Mawile is going to be able to handle whatever they do have in the back there. And going straight for the play rough as that Marowak enters the battle. And it is a Sableye. We chunk away with our charm before we do go down. And this is a GG's for us. This is a GG's for us. We're going to go ahead and bring in Mawile, and that's it. They can hit return, but we're going to go ahead and catch. You like that? Yep. All right, let's go. Going for a return, though. Oh, that was a good catch. Gotta love it. And that was extremely unnecessary to go for the Iron Head. We could have easily went for the Power Punch, but for some reason I go for that, and we're taking the win. Okay, looking good. On to our next battle here. What are we going to be met with? The Toxicroak. Now, yeah, before it seemed like before it was better. I don't know why recently it's not looking as good anymore. Ever since I mentioned I love this matchup and we can win it completely comfortable, it's never happened again after that. And that was like several months ago. And here we are. So down we go. Toxicroak winning with 1 HP and energy. Gotta love it. Bringing in Greedent because I already know they're going to go for a Sludge and we don't want to use a shield, and taking them out. Okay, so we're a Pokemon and a half down here. Let's see what we can do. And we're going to go ahead and bring in our Wigglytuff. And, you know, this is pretty damn good. And they're going for a last resort. They're swapping into a Drifblim. And this is still absolutely... actually, you know what? Let's see how this plays out. I actually don't think this is a good battle for us now. It looks like okay, but Wigglytuff up against a Drifblim is always pretty good. But in this specific situation, not so much. Not so much. So they lowered our attack once and twice. And we are... Oh, man. Yeah, I was desperately trying to pull this one off. Swapping our Wigglytuff out as if we're going to be able to, like, get to a play rough. They're bringing in their Umbreon. We're going to start just going for body slams here. And this is getting a little bit crazy. Going for another one. And, yeah, it's not going to happen. But at least we can try until the bitter end, right? So going for another body slam here. You're going to see I try to pull off this little trick to actually see if I can make it work, but the Wigglytuff just needed like maybe 5 HP more for it to actually be pulled off. So we go in here, and unfortunately they throw it, and I'm thinking I might be able to just charm them out and then maybe body slam or crunch that, but that it's not happening, and they take the win there. Into our next battle, we're met with a Galvantula. This is, we already know, great. They're going to be swapping into Umbreon. We're going to bring in Wigglytuff and GG's. Let's go. Well, it's not GG's yet, but it's looking really nice. So Umbreon can still hold its own here. As a matter of fact, this one has Psychic. So what would you want? Last Resort or Psychic in this case? Well, I'm gonna have to probably say Last Resort. Actually, you know, I don't know. I think they're both okay right here for Wigglytuff. Doesn't really matter. But you're gonna get stuck up against Dark types, that's for sure. So we're gonna go straight for the Play Rough. Do as much damage before we go down here. And let's go Vantula. And they're farming us down. Of course, we're gonna go ahead and bring in Mawile. Instantly swap into Greedent. And, well, this is, you already know, Greedent going up against the Azumarill is actually a really good matchup for us here. Because of the Bullet Seed, it is adding up really fast, as well as that energy gain for that easy, accessible Body Slam that doesn't require much at all. And let's keep it going here. I think we would want to shield this up. Yeah, Play Rough, good call, good call. And they say, we don't need to play out this whole battle. You win, good game, and let's get it. Alrighty, moving on to our next opponent. Let's see what we're going to be met with. Make sure you hit that like button if you do enjoy these videos, and I'll continue to bring you these Go Battle League Spice videos here. So we're met with a Nidoqueen, but they swap into Greedent, which kind of confused me because they were in a pretty good position with that Nidoqueen there. We're going to go ahead and let this Crunch go through, which, yeah, I mean, if you're thinking, why would they go Crunch? I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Anyway, so we're going to bring in our Wigglytuff, and they're going to go Body Slam. Now, this is, look at this thing, spamming me like crazy. It's time for me to get a taste of my own medicine here. And I do believe they're getting to another one yet again. Man, this thing is absolutely incredible. We are going to shield that up and farm them down. They have 2 shields left, and now we're loaded up on a charge move, ready to go. What are they going to be bringing into the battle? Galarian Stunfisk. So Ice Beam at least is going to be doing a little bit of neutral damage here because of the ground typing, and it is chunking away very nice. Instantly swapping into our Mawile, going for the Power Up Punch to add up all that damage as fast as we can. We're getting a shield from them. That's just perfect. I do believe we would want to shield this up here, even if it was a bait. They're swapping into their Nidoqueen. We're going to be going for Power Punch because we want to just vamp up that attack for Fire Fang. Look at how it just digs into that Nidoqueen. But I don't know. This is looking a little bit getting close here, but it's still pretty okay because we have a whole Greedent in the back. If we had Greedent low health, Wigglytuff full health, or Greedent low health, Wigglytuff full health, it would have probably been different because they do have all this poison. But we're going to go ahead and use that Wigglytuff to catch. Yeah, you like that? Let's go. Bringing in the Greedent, building up a little bit more extra energy here. Going for the Body Slam. That was pretty awesome to catch that with Wigglytuff, I must say. And I'm expecting a Poison Fang here. And we are shieldless, so it is getting a little bit nerve-wracking. We're going to go ahead and go for the Crunch onto the Galarian Stunfisk. And it's not enough, and I'm thinking, oh boy, here we go. But this thing is so spammy. We're able to get to a Body Slam. And I'm thinking, can we get to another charge move, though? Are we going to need to? And they back out, and we take the win there. So let's go. Greedent putting in that work. Absolutely incredible. Alrighty, on to our next battle here. We got a few more for you folks, and we're met with a Stunfisk regular. So this is a little bit troublesome. Yeah, a little bit. We're going to go ahead and bring in Greedent because we're doing super effective with the Bullet Seed, and it's also so diverse. It can go up against quite a few different Pokemon. So they're swapping into a Skarmory, and this is, it's not the best, but at least we have something for neutral damage. Crunch, which is really not doing much, so we got to really figure this out here. I would ideally want to come into this battle with the Skarmory having more health so we can farm it down, but that's not going to be the case. What's going to happen is we're going to get off these crunches, going to have this battle back and forth, and it's going to be getting pretty low here. So that's a little unfortunate, but that's okay. Wigglytuff is still going to be able to handle that Stunfisk in the back, and they're going to go ahead and take us out here. I kind of maybe should have went in here with Wigglytuff and farmed. Who knows? Maybe that was a better call. So we're just taking them out with the Mawile. Looks like we're really trying to get that Wigglytuff in here. As soon as they bring in their Stunfisk, and they instantly swap it to a Sableye, and that's a GG's. Not quite. We're not out of the clear yet. We're going to have to shield this up because we've seen how much return does. Absolutely ridiculous. Would have pretty much almost KO'd us at this point. And we're going to try to just charm this thing into oblivion. Mawile does not necessarily want to go up against this with that ground charge move, so we're just going to go ahead and do as much damage as we possibly can with the Wigglytuff here. There's no point in getting off a charge move at this point. It's just pointless. I'll just be hurting myself if I do that. So we're just going to continue on here and swap it into Mawile and take them out. Let's go. You like it? Let's get it. All right, into the next battle here. We're going to be met with a Ninetales. Fantastic lead. They're going to be swapping into Hypno. We're going to go ahead and bring in Wigglytuff. Now, I feel like I screwed up here. I should have went Greedent. Yep, I know. it is what it is. So we're just going to go ahead and shield up this Thunder Punch, see if we can work around this. Now, the reason why I would want to go Greedent is because it's so thick. If they have Shadow Ball, we can still resist that. Wigglytuff is as well, but yeah, we got the super effective Crunch that's also very spammy as opposed to the Charm that takes forever. We're still winning this battle, but at the expense of a shield. Okay, so I guess it's not the worst case scenario here. Coming back in here with the Ninetales, which is great, farming a little bit more. We instantly swap into our Greedent as they bring in that Swampert and take a look at the quick move damage with Bullet Seed. You don't look at Bullet Seed and think, I'm going to do a bunch of damage with this. You think, I'm going to use this to charge energy fast and spam my charge moves. But going up against this Swampert, Shadow, Ground, and Water, well, that damage with the Bullet Seed is absolutely amazing here. So we're going to go ahead and shield up that Hydro Cannon as we do spam the Swampert over and over again with our Body Slam spam here. Gotta love it. While the Bullet Seed is just eating away, getting to another Body Slam. Do you see Greedent's potential here? Do you see this thing? I absolutely recommend it. Yes, you do want one. It is freaking good. So they're bringing in the Ninetales, and the rest is history here. So if you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new, turn notifications on. Good luck in your Go Battle Night battles. And I love this Greedent thing, as well as Shadow Mawile. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all next time. Take care, trainers.
Hey! So you're finally here! Fantastic!